Hey, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. We are studentloanjustice.org. I'm going to make this live stream exceptionally brief tonight. I'm headed on travel starting tomorrow for 10 days. I'm going to visit my uncle in the great Northwest. So we're going to be on a little bit of a break here for a couple days or a week or so. The fight never sleeps, guys. I'll be checking in on the group here from time to time as I have time to, but I would just say, guys, get ready and don't let a week's hiatus stop you all from fighting. Fighting for two things. By the way, if you're new to the group, welcome. If you have any questions or comments and I see them on Facebook or Twitter, throw them out. So we are Student Loan Justice. We are the first, oldest, largest, and really the only true grassroots group fighting only and absolutely for student loan justice. It is Thursday, January 19th. Let me just change the date on my little moniker there, just for the record. But I hope you all are very enthused at the year ahead, pleased with all that we got done last year, despite Congress's betrayal of us on what was most important. What was most important was getting bankruptcy rights back, dudes. Whether, if you're new to the group, whether you would ever or never file for bankruptcy on your student loans, that's not important. Everybody, including us, have got to have the constitutionally enshrined right of bankruptcy returned in order for this lending system to be fair. In order for anything good to happen with your student loans, we've got to get the right of bankruptcy returned. We were very close last year, but not close enough. So this year is going to be just exceptionally difficult for us. We're headed into a gridlocked Congress, and it's going to be very tough. What makes it easier is when more people are helping us fight. So please take that to heart. And to all of you out there who have been fighting, I salute you. To everybody else, please turn over a new leaf. So tonight, I guess I'm going to keep it just exceptionally short tonight, guys. First thing I have to say is please donate if you can. And I'm sorry to have to ask, but guys, we will not be able to continue as a group unless we can get in enough donations to literally keep our lights on. Like $1,500, not even quite $2,000 a month, I think, is what we absolutely have to have. And this year is starting out, and most Januaries are tough for us, so I'm not getting too worried about it quite yet. But our donations are just anemic right now, and we simply will not be able to continue unless we can get a little more financial support from all the good people out there. So if you appreciate all that we've done, all that we are doing, and all that we need to get done this year, would you please just send in a donation so I can shut up about it? It will be very helpful. Much depends on this group, guys. And I don't want to belabor the point, but let me just say a couple of announcements. You can see our film right now on the Peacock Network. I don't know how long it's going to be up there for. Scrolling along the bottom there. It's called Lone Wolves. It's already aired like 5 times or something like that nationally on MSNBC, which is great. You can see it on the Peacock Network right now. Very important film. I hope you'll spread the word about it. I have a donation challenge out from an anonymous donor in California who's challenging everybody to donate $20. Okay, so that's the other announcement. Please take out this anonymous donor up on their challenge, if you would, please, just please, so I can shut up, because I suck at fundraising and I'm bad at it, as you can tell. So yeah, there's that. So this coming year, we're going to be focusing, again, the most important thing. We're fighting for student loan cancellation, no doubt about it, guys. The loans, all federally owned student loans, must be canceled. And most student loans generally will be canceled. The lending system has catastrophically failed. We're fighting for loan cancellation. In fact, this group started that whole entire conversation. Like that thing we saw Biden do, and which is now tied up in the courts, that would have never happened but for this group, but for our petition, but for the people on our group that got that sucker going and launched the whole concept into the zeitgeist. So it's true. We will continue to fight for student loan cancellation. There's no doubt about that. But guys, I'm telling you, what's most important, and I really don't think that anything else good is going to happen for your student loans unless and until we get the leverage of bankruptcy returned. So we have to keep fighting more than anything. And as unpleasant as bankruptcy is, we've got to fight to get the right of bankruptcy returned. And that is where most of our energies are going to be focused going forward. Because Republicans hold the House, we have to focus on Republicans, which is, in years past, I'd say it's an impossible task. I don't think it's an impossible task this year. I think that we've seen the Republicans actually come around. We've seen articles in the Federalist. We've heard leading Republicans like Matt Gaetz, Josh Hawley, John Cornyn, and others either sponsor bankruptcy legislation or speak out publicly in favor of returning bankruptcy to student loans. So all is not lost, although the Republicans are just evil. I hate the Republicans. We hate both parties, by the way. We're a fiercely nonpartisan group. No matter what your political leanings are, you're very welcome on this group. We essentially hate both parties, but in different ways. But the Republicans up to this point have just been evil. So I do see a light at the end of the tunnel here, guys. And so whether you love or hate Republicans, we have to push Republicans hard this year. And I can only hope that a lot of people out there have made it their New Year's resolution to put their back into this fight this year. Last year should have been the last year of this group. Like 2022 should have been the last year of this group, should have been. But we didn't get quite far enough. So lo and behold, here we are. Let's make this year the last year. Yeah? Can we agree on that? So get ready to push these Republicans, whether you like them or hate them. They can and must be pushed. So with that, I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm ready to get my little working vacation on. So, but I will take a quick look for your comments here and see. Hey, Laura Gail Sweeney's with us tonight. Hey, Laura. Laura Gail Sweeney says, hello, team. Thanks for your strong efforts. Joanna Kern says, good evening. What has happened so far here? Just some bad piano playing, Laura, or Joanna. Florida is a very important state. Let me tell you all the important states right now. Maybe the most important state this year going forward is going to be Ohio, because Jim Jordan is going to be in control of the House Judiciary Committee. So Ohio is going to be very important. Florida is always important because there's just so much freaking debt there. Texas is going to be really important. Lots of Republicans, lots of student loan debt in Texas. California, obviously, always important. But I'm thinking about the personnel that are on the various committees that we need to worry about. Again, Matt Gaetz is in Florida. He will be on the Judiciary Committee, I believe. So yeah, Florida is, again, quite important. Iowa is important. Illinois is going to continue to be important because of Dick Durbin. New York will continue to be important because of Jerry Nadler and Chuck Schumer also. But every state is important, guys. I mean, honestly. And, in particular, if you're sort of a right-leaning person, if you tend to be a red person rather than a blue person, you're going to need to fight way harder than most. This is, like it or not, this is going to be the year that we really have to push the Republicans, and that's just the way it goes. And so the more Republicans we can get out there to not be silent wallflowers and actually get their back into this fight, it will help us tremendously, absolutely tremendously. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to bail. That's it for me tonight. So I think Ed is still in his happy place for another week or two or something like that, and we'll be so I guess I'll just say good luck to you all this coming week. I'll be checking in from time to time. I don't expect anything huge to happen, but if it does, then I may possibly chirp in if I need to. But other than that, I'm going to wish everybody a great week ahead, and you have no idea how important you are. So take this bull by the horns. Go to our Medium channel, please, if you would, and read the most recent, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 articles. I may possibly publish an article this coming week if I get bored, but we're going to have 2 or 3 absolutely critically important and just jaw-dropping articles that we're going to be publishing here in the next 2-3 weeks. But jump on there and read what we've got so far. Read the past year or so worth of our articles. If you do, you will know basically as much as I know, and you'll be a very fine, fit, fierce, and feared and fearless student loan justice warrior. This is not a watch it happen group, guys. This is a working, fighting group. You've got to own this problem, and you've got to help us fight, because that's the only way anything has ever gotten done in this country, is when the people stand up and loudly and proudly fight for student loan justice. So, all right, guys, good luck. Have a great week. God bless everyone, and Godspeed.